How's it going, guys? Chris back here again with some more MTGA Explorer content. Today, we're going to be checking out Greasefang. Greasefang Parhelion Reanimator. It is a combo deck that has been in Historic, it's been in Pioneer, and it's also one of the best decks in Explorer at the moment. So, we're playing the Mardu build. I will probably remember to put the deck list in the description, but then again, I might not. So this one isn't too bad. So, not Mortuary Mire. Take Numa, Abandoned Mire on 1. Dispute on 2. Mirror Breaker on 3. Hopefully we can find a Greasefang. Hell Collector, so we're up against it's an instant, so we'll block and use it as sacrifice fodder on their turn. That way we get a tiny bit of damage, not damage, additional value out of it. So this has an attack trigger as opposed to a damage trigger. So we block, we Deadly Dispute. Draw 2, create a treasure. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Do we want to kill? No, we don't have to. We can Lightning Axe on their turn. So discard or pay 5. So we always discard. So it's a way to get Parhelion in the bin. We already have a Parhelion in the bin, but so this fizzles the ambush. It's good to get a 2 for 1 every once in a while. Yeah, I think I'll take the ramp that comes with this as opposed to goodbye lands. You are not needed. Godless Shrine come and tap. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Again, swing in, get a 5th mana source, and then pass the turn. Like, this token is actually really good. I think it's, I don't know, like on a common or uncommon body, it's probably worth 3 mana. Like if there was just a 3 mana creature in draft that made a treasure whenever it attacked, that would be very draftable. So we got a beast. It can attack because these aren't 1/1s. It can still block though, which is unfortunate. So we got a Kiki. We'll discard these 2. I guess I'll pay 5 here. So I can just make 2 mana. And then I can sack the one they block. So Parhelion is 8. We might just get there naturally. Gruul seems like something that would have enough big creatures to close out the game before we get to 8, but we actually will just have 8 mana next turn. Oh wait, are we dead? Yeah, we're dead. I should have blocked. I was greedy. I wanted to keep the reflections of Kiki Jiki alive. But to be fair, that's kind of how I tend to lose Rakdos and Marty matches. I just get too greedy and let the value kill me. So we're on to game 2. I don't know, this episode differs a bit from our normal Explorer content because it's a bit more like a just tier Explorer deck. It's not really an old deck. Well, it is old because it was in Historic first, but like the Historic version and this version differ a lot because Historic has access to just better cards. Like, you don't need a Thrill to Discovery when you could get Faceless Looting. I shouldn't have kept this, but I did it anyways. So either a black or a red gets us somewhere. Hopefully. Red gets us... Okay. We got a black and a red. That's very nice. Red got us further because Thrill of Discoveries are gonna be gas. So stay away. And for healing, go to the yard. We draw 3, we get another Greasefang. So we're gonna pull off the Greasefang here. There's very little they can do to stop us. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. It goes back to our hand, but we can just discover it again. In fact, it can go back to our hand, we can discover it again. And, well, we can almost discovery and can't stay away our Greasefang if they remove it. So it's looking pretty good for us. Nah, I'll take the 4. It doesn't really seem like it's gonna discovery. Very linear deck. What, game 2 took like 8 minutes and game 1... no, game 1 took like 8 minutes and then game 2 took all of 60 seconds. Well, probably a little more. Probably closer to 5 minutes, but... It's very fast. And it can kill very reliably, which is why it's such a problem. Normally you see these kind of decks like a Tybalt's Trickery style deck where you have a game-winning threat on turn 3 or earlier. They tend to be one-trick ponies, but with Greasefang, like, you can reanimate Greasefang, you can there are multiple ways of getting Parhelion back in the yard. So there's just a lot of redundancy to keep the combo going. Like, only hard Graveyard Hate's gonna kill it, and you just don't see that in Best of One. Greasefang does have cool artwork too. Victor Adam Manguis did some good work. Like Parhelion, it's kind of magic-y artwork. Like, this is what you'd expect from like a magic card. Yaki. Because Concealed Your Courtyard gets me a Stitcher Supplier of Thoughtseize. I can turn 2 Thoughtseize myself. Hey. So this is a mirror match. So I was gonna Thoughtseize myself, but yeah, I gotta Thoughtseize them. And the reason I had to Thoughtseize them was because turn 3 Greasefang would just have lost us the game. So we haven't seen any Can't Stay Aways from them, so we don't know if they're like a full Reanimator deck yet. It's amazing. Thank you. They can't even blood right. So if they had one more blood token, they could have just blood righted down Greasefang before my attack step, and that would have ended the game there. But we've done 3 games. We've won 66% of the games we played. And of the 6 games I played before starting the recording, that seems to be about accurate. Like, sometimes you don't find Greasefang or you don't find Parhelion, but most of the time you find a piece and then you find the other piece, and you just snowball away with the game at that point. Like, there are rare instances where they can stop you, but generally once you get in a Parhelion attack, the game is as good as over. I want to play a few more games because I haven't run into anybody with main deck Graveyard Hate, and I want to see if the meta has gotten to the point where main deck Graveyard Hate's going to be a thing. So this is going to be kind of painful. PTSD, I'm sorry. Blue. So we Thoughtseize away our own Parhelion, because if we draw a land, we can just Greasefang next turn. Unfortunately, there saw it coming back. I'm gonna make him use it because I got another Greasefang. Well, they didn't have it. Would you look at that? Would not have saw that coming. Doomscar. Kinda neat, actually. Full control. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it out just in case it does. It won't work. Well, that's a disappointing. So my thought here was to Lightning Axe our own Greasefang in response to his trigger. That'll bring back Parhelion, but the end result will be that then will be that we'll get the Parhelion back, but we won't be able to crew it because Greasefang will have had to have died for us to get to that point. I think I'm gonna sack it. That just makes good sense to me. So I have Deadly Dispute and Lightning Axe up. Resolve. But you can still take it up. Okay, we got the win. Right? Yes. Yes or no? So the answer is no. So I could brought back Greasefang right now. He would enter the battlefield. But I don't have a Parhelion in the yard. I have to sacrifice a blood token to make that happen, which means I can't stay away. So instead, I'll force him to react to my board and hope that's enough. They have something. We're gonna kill the samurai because we still can't stay away mana, and that means we have 2 damage on board. Like, we can get there with 1/1s if we have to. Greasefang? No, that's unfortunate. So they're running out of action. But they also just got their card advantages online. That might just be game. Like I have 3 of my 4 copies of Greasefang in the yard. Yeah. I'll discard these 2. So I have to start hitting the Teferi. I have to hit the Teferi at this point because if I go after the life total, he ticks up to 8 and 9, and then we just lose to the exile. I think, anyways. I know the blue-white control is one of the other really good decks in the format. And I definitely see why. This deck has a lot of cards in it I really, really like. Gonna be a little indecisive and just attacking for 1. This lets them tick up to 8, but then I don't think they're gonna... I think the game is over. I think we've lost, but... I can't say for sure yet. I think PTSD has survived. And he'll live on to have nightmares of this encounter. Grafdigger's Cage? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. Can I get a Lightning Strike? I don't think the deck has Lightning Strike. I think it just carries a Lightning Axe. Which, to be fair, is close. We can't pressure the Teferi anymore. The Narset turns off our ways to get back in, so we're done. Yeah, 2 out of 4 ain't bad. So, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the deck, remember to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.